Take a look at this from CNN. As we get started with the story, White House sends letter to news execs urging outlets to ramp up scrutiny of GOP's Biden impeachment inquiry based on lies. I just want to stress, Oliver Darcy is a deeply evil individual. How do I know this? I know Oliver Darcy. I've talked to him on many occasions. He's interviewed me on a variety of stories. I do not believe it reasonable that Oliver Darcy is unaware of what's going on politically. I think he's more than well aware. Of course, this is the guy who wrote the story. The reason why I say he's evil, here's the opening paragraph. The White House sent a letter to top U.S. news executives on Wednesday, urging them to intensify their scrutiny of House Republicans after Speaker Kevin McCarthy launched an impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden, despite having found no evidence of a crime. Let's just pause right there, and I'll break down for you the psychotic, depraved, evil manipulations of these people like Oliver Darcy. He is what I would describe as like, I think malicious evil is a good way to describe him. Why? First, if you are telling someone something happened, there is no reason for you to insert a non sequitur fact to frame the story. This is poisoning the well. Adding, despite having found no evidence of a crime, is immaterial to an impeachment inquiry. An inquiry is quite literally an investigation. We do not typically launch an indictment against an individual and then investigate. We investigate and then indict. Impeachment is indictment, meaning Kevin McCarthy has said there is a preponderance of evidence of wrongdoing. We're going to begin an investigation to determine whether or not this rises to the level of impeachment. If it does, we will vote for impeachment. Inserting that sentence into the article is a lie. There's a tremendous amount of evidence cited by Kevin McCarthy and Republicans, reported by the New York Times, by Politico, by the Wall Street Journal, and these crackpot, and even CNN. And so it's these crackpot evil people at NBC News, at the AP, and at CNN who are trying to insert lies to shift the political narrative. There is no reason for that sentence to be in this article because you do not need evidence of a crime for an inquiry. You need probable cause. Now, again, we do have evidence of a crime, and he's lying about there being no evidence, which is fascinating. But the big story here, outside of the fact that the press is evil, and most of them are, not all of them, but the corporate press, the enemy of the people, the big story here is the White House, in pure desperation, just sent a demand letter to the press saying, scrutinize this. Wow. In what reality is the federal government? Here's what you do. You send a CIA or FBI guy to the journalists and tell them to do it. An open letter shows they have lost control.
Do you have a copy of the letter? Did it get leaked?
No, just
we don't even know who all they sent.
there's their statements from it. A spokesperson talked about it, but this is widely reported across the board that they did this.
It sounds like the there's no proof or there's no evidence claim is the cover that they're running. I've been hearing this popping up. By the way, if you ever talk about Hunter, no evidence. Even my mom told me there's no evidence. I'm like, why would you say there is or isn't? Either way, how do you know if there is or isn't? Like, she must have been hearing this on TV.
Yes,
100%.
It's a primer. That's why Oliver Darcy is an evil piece of trash. Yeah. Because what he is doing is inserting something immaterial to an inquiry so that people like your mom say, there's no evidence though. And you say to your mom, you'd be like, well, why would they have the evidence before the investigation? What do you mean?
Exactly.
And they're doing an impeachment, but with no evidence. No, they're doing an investigation to find the evidence.
Yeah. Well, I was just telling her about Hunter's stuff with Burisma, and she was like, but there's no evidence. And I was like, I don't have 20 minutes right now.
There's bank accounts. There's bank accounts that have transfers. There's a lot of money.
Online, though, that's the problem, is that they've stonewalled most of that information online. It's been a legacy media blackout. And they do that on purpose because, again, if they make sure that the only people that know about it are the politically initiated, you've automatically, when the headline drops that, a baseless impeachment inquiry is taking place, 90% of people are going to believe it, because think about how many people you can tell about the Hunter Biden laptop from hell. And they're like, wait, what? What? That exists? Huh?
Did you know that Hunter Biden said his dad takes his salary? Well, I don't know about that. Did you see the video where Joe Biden said he went to Ukraine to get the prosecutor investigating his son fired, and he threatened to withhold congressionally approved loan guarantees? I've never seen that video. Yeah, we get it. Yeah. You've never seen the videos.